Hello guys, and welcome to this new series called The Great Outlook. This series will be a bit of a study on the book of Job. It'll be more different than your typical study, but I hope the Lord will speak to you nonetheless. Hope you guys enjoy. Okay guys, so let's start with this. So the book of Job is obviously about Job. Yes. But anyways guys, at his time Job was considered a very rich man and was even considered by God a blameless man. He wasn't perfect, he wasn't sinless like Jesus was, but he was considered a blameless man. Yet, so many bad things happened to Job. Let's read Job 1 verses 8 through 11 to see what God says about Job, and what happens in those verses can be very confusing, but let's read it. And the Lord said to Satan, "Have you considered my servant Job, that there is none like him on the earth, a blameless and upright man who fears God and turns away from evil?" Then Satan answered the Lord and said, "Does Job fear God for no reason? Have you not put a hedge around him and his house and all that he has on every side? You have blessed the work of his hands, and his possessions have increased in the land. But stretch out your hand and touch all that he has, and he will curse you to your face." And the Lord said to Satan, "Behold, all that he has is in your hand. Only against him do not stretch out your hand." So Satan went out from the presence of the Lord. So, God himself said that Job was a good man. Now, why would he let that happen? Why would he let Satan do what he's about to do? We never get a true answer. We never get, by answer I mean we never get a why, which is what everyone asks usually when something bad or good happens. But we get something even better. We get a who. That who is God. But you'll understand a bit more why that who is so important later on. Now again in Job chapter 2, Satan approaches God, and God talks about Job again and again. Satan wants to ruin Job's life, but this time touch his body, make him sick. And well, God allows it again. Why? We'll never know. We'll never know, but we'll explore what happens in this series, and we'll get that who, especially at the end. But for the rest of the video, I am going to talk about the name of the series, The Great Outlook, and the reasoning behind it. So, it's called that because of what Job's friends thought about God's justice. Now, off the bat, I'm going to say that what Job's friends thought about God's justice is incorrect. Now, nobody truly knows how God's justice works, because we're not God, we're not all-knowing, of course. But we do know that it isn't as they said, because after all, at the end, in the last chapter, God rebukes Job's friends for that. So Job's friends thought that good always get rewarded and bad always gets punished. But that's not how it works. I mean, we live in this world and we see that every day, sadly. And we always tend to ask why. But again, Job shows us why that why may not be as important as a who. But yeah, the reason why it's called The Great Outlook is because great can signify like a balance or neutral. And the way that Job's friends thought about justice, it was just like neutral. There was nothing to it. It was just good gets rewarded and bad gets punished. Simple as that. It was just neutral. But it's not that. It's God's justice is not what we expect it to be. And that's fine, because he is all-knowing, not us. Okay? God's justice actually tends to be more black and white. By that I mean that it's at the opposite end of the spectrum. It's the opposite of what we tend to expect. Now I know that analogy isn't the best. I can already hear people saying, oh, that analogy is flawed here, and here. I know it's flawed. In reality, almost every, if not every analogy in regards to what God did and what God is flawed, because we don't know everything about God, of course. But analogies are essential to give a new point of view and try to understand. So yeah, that's the reasoning behind the name The Great Outlook. That's what Job's friends had, The Great Outlook. So yeah guys, I highly encourage you all to read this book too, because it will not work the same if you don't. You can read it before or you can read it after. But yeah, I hope the Lord speaks to you through this series, through the book of Job, as he did with me, because he certainly did. Through the time that I was reading this book, I was going through a bit of trouble, and my oh my did God speak to me. And this book is just something else. I don't know, it's just amazing. So hey guys, hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys will stay for this series, and I hope the Lord blesses you 2 times. See you guys on the next one. Bye. Also guys, just to let you guys know, this series won't be like a chapter per video or 2 chapters per video. On the thumbnail, it will most likely say, I don't know, that this first episode will be Job 1 and 2, because I talked about Job 1 and 2, but it won't always be like that. Some videos I will talk about just 1 chapter, and some videos I'll talk about multiple or just 2 chapters. It'll depend on how it felt when I studied, how God was speaking to me when I'm writing the script for this video, of course. Yeah guys, just thought I'd let you guys know, of course. I highly encourage you to read Job 1 and 2 today, and if you want to get ahead, that would be amazing. And you can read Job 3, 4, however much you want, of course, asking the Lord for wisdom. See you guys on the next one. Bye.